beautiful people. Okay, I have finished working out. I still have on my workout clothes. I'm still just all over the place. Been a little up and down. But yeah, I am trying to get all the add-ups for my taxes, for me and my husband, saying, well, my taxes, forgive my husband, he ain't even a part of this. Yeah. But anyways, that's what I'm doing, video people. So I got on my glasses so I can see. And I just got these superfood greens. Yeah, they're from Dr. Valerie Nelson. And you get 400 capsules in this bottle. I got this from Amazon. Yeah, it has 400 capsules, and it's complete protein containing all essential amino acid for maximum immune support system. So I read about it. It seems pretty good. She does a checkup on you herself, email or whatever. And then it says serving size, 1 capsule serving per container, 400. So directions wise, you would only, where directions? Okay, it says suggested use. Take 1 capsule 1 to 2 times each day. So that means you can take 1 or you can take 2 in the day, and that's it. So you're 36 cents per day, which is pretty good. And it's $36, I should say, and that's probably not even right. Let me do the math on my calculator. So you got 400 divided by 36 equals, oh, that's like 11 cents. 11 cents. So that's pretty darn good. So anyways, this superfood green is a unique formulation that provides a complete, easy to digest form, protein, essential fatty acid, including gamma, linolenic acid, abundantly found in breast milk. So the essential fatty acid, including gamma linolenic acid, abundantly found in breast milk. Okay, superfood green provides key nutrients that help support almost every aspect of the body, including the immune, glandular, skeletal, and cardiovascular system. Superfood green may also be helpful in enhancing the natural cleansing process of the body and rebuilding the blood, which is pretty good. That's really good. So I saw on Amazon, I always read the what are they called? Oh my God, why my brain just went bloop, 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 bloop. Reviews. I went and read the reviews. So it seemed to be very good. I read a lot of different types of power greens. I did want some super power greens to take. I do have some other power greens that helps your immune and all that, but you take it in the powder, but I would like the capsule. So I got the capsule, and I had some other kind that I ordered, but they sent me the wrong kind. I thought it was the wrong kind, but I ordered it again. They sent the same exact thing, and someone said maybe it was the packaging or whatever. I don't care. Don't send me something. Well, change your ad to what you're gonna send me. And the one that you sent me said something about juice, and I was not looking for juice. I was looking for the greenies and the product. So yeah, so I have that. I have to send those back. And I did open one because I was excited. I thought it was what I ordered until I looked at my order and saw that it was not the same thing. But yeah, I'm just trying to live a better, healthier life. I pretty much eat healthy, but I'm just getting more into the organic part of it. I've been buying every now and then organic stuff. I don't have everything that's organic. My eggs are organic. What is it called? I had some lentil beans, some regular green ones, and some red ones, organic. I have organic brown rice. quinoa. I have some organic quinoa. Quinoa, I think that's how you pronounce it. So I have a lot of different things that are organic that I'm trying to incorporate into my everyday life. And I also cleanse that stuff out as well. I use the Roots Nutrition Power Cleanse, which it cleanses your spleen, your colon, all your vessels on the inside. So it gets all that gunk out of your system, because as we know, that can build up and cause all kind of other stuff. So you need to eliminate a lot of that stuff out of your system. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I don't want anything. And as you see my face, it's been a month that I've been going to that I've been using the Dr. Susan Evans product, and I have had breakouts. And when I went to Dr. Coffee, I didn't have breakouts. If I did, it was like one every blue moon. But I had 2 products, his soap and liquid. Her, I have wash, pads, some type of pads for cleansing your face, clearing your face, and then I have a serum that I use once a day, and then the pads I use twice a day, the wash I use twice a day, and then I have a brightener for the morning and then a brightener for the evening. That's a whole lot of stuff that I have to use. So you would think my face would be super, super clear. Now the spots, I don't know if you can see, the spots are kind of clearing, but it's not like when I had Dr. Coffee. When I took Dr. Coffee's stuff, my face was clearing within that week. When I say it was beautiful, beautiful. It got beautiful and more beautiful and more beautiful. My skin became luscious, butter, cream. Oh my God. Now I'm just hoping and wishing, and it's cost a lot of money to go see her and all the stuff that goes with it. And I should not still be breaking out. I just had a flare up a few days ago, right up in this section here. And that's where I had it before. This one side, not so much, but this side, yes. And I'm not doing anything different. It was clearing in the beginning. It started, you can see it kind of clearing, but you had bump here and there. Okay, I can understand that. So I'm just trying to give it a chance. So I go back to see her. I was supposed to go back today, but I changed that appointment because I was supposed to go out of town Thursday, but I changed my flight until next Tuesday. Is it next Tuesday? No, not next Tuesday. Forgive me. The following Tuesday, not the 24th. I leave town. 24th. It's one of them days that week I leave town. But anyways, I'll go before I leave to go there, go back to see her. And I'm gonna go one more time. This is the last time I go, because if I'm not seeing any results within me using the product, I'm done with that. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I don't know, but I need my face to get back to its original state. It's because it's irritating. So what else did I be doing? I boiled me some eggs yesterday. Actually, when I was cooking dinner, I actually put it in the pot while I was steaming my breasted chicken and my spinach, because we had quinoa, and spinach and boiled steamed breast chicken, and I boiled the eggs underneath. So I have that, and also I made some lentil soup with some smoked turkey in it, and then when it was done, I actually I did a 12-hour slow cook yesterday evening, so it was done when I got up, and then I cut up some carrots and put it in there. So that's what I had for lunch. For breakfast, I had oatmeal and I had a hard-boiled egg. So I'm just trying to live better and get more energy, because I'm lacking the energy, because by 9, 10, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm like tired. And don't let me have to do something a day and I like bike ride or whatever the case may be. Child, I be exhausted. So the next day I'm pooped. So I'm trying to, cause my husband be wanting to, let's go here, let's do that. I'm like, boy, can I get a break? Yeah. But I know that I need to build up some more energy and get things done. So I'm trying to do that. I was able to clean last week I was able to clean my walk-in closet. I got the floor shampoo, my aerial rug shampoo, and then I also went in our room and cleared that out so that the carpet can get clean. And then I came to the living room, so the aerial rug also, I moved that stuff off of it. As you see right there, I moved the stuff off of it so that it can get clean. And yeah, and then we had a pool party Saturday. My husband's cousin, she was turning 24, and so they were using our backyard for their party. So and then I had some other stuff going on. It's just a lot. My friend is dying of cancer. She was stage 4 since I found out last year. It's just really sad. My one friend that I wasn't talking to at the time, we were like sisters, she texted me and told me that she had cancer. And she also, my friend that I wasn't talking to at that time, she also suffered cancer, but she handled it in the beginning because she found out in the beginning. So she's good, but my other friend, she's not. So I called her last year. It was the beginning, around this time, matter of fact, and she was crying or whatever, and I told her to keep her head up, think positive, just concentrate, because she does have a teenage daughter, and I told her just to keep positive, pray, do all that you can while you're here, and yeah, and we kept in touch, because we hadn't talked in a long while, and so, let me put my glasses back on, and so, I just started reaching out, talking to her more, and my husband went out of town, and I was actually going to go visit her, but I ended up going to, I was going to visit her too after I was done, but she was not at home. I went to Malibu Safari wine tasting. My husband went to Oakland for the game, for the Raiders. No. And so anyways, I decided to go there. He didn't want me to go by myself. He wanted us to go together. But I'm like, child, I needed to release and be things by myself like I used to do back in the day. I used to just have fun by myself and just enjoy life. But anyways, I tried to call. She was busy or whatever. So I end up the following day going to visit her in San Pedro and hanging out with her and her daughter. And I hung out there for a few hours. I ended up taking her some flowers and stuff like that and wrote a little message or whatever. And then I left there. We still kept in touch or whatever. And then August, was it August? What did she ask me? She asked me, I forget when she asked me last year, that she wanted to ask me if I would take her to a doctor's appointment that she had, which was a couple of months ago, and I told her yes. So I was originally gonna go to San Pedro and pick her up from there, but I was like, where's your appointment at? She was like, it's out in Sunset. I was like, oh girl, you need to come out here and then I'll take you up there. And she's like, oh, I didn't want you to drive. I'm like, no, I always need my sorry, I thought somebody was at the door. I always need to have transportation. I don't need to be waiting on Access, Lyft, Uber, or none of that. So I end up, she accessed here, and we left from my house to go to Sunset Kaiser, and she checked in at Kaiser, and Kaiser ended up has an apartment building. They have some kind of contract with this apartment building where patients and family can go there, depending on how long their stay is, whatever situation, because she wasn't actually staying at the hospital. She was just going to get a procedure done, something injected in her neck or brain or something. I can't remember at the moment. But we checked in at the hospital, and they went in and measured her for something. And I was sitting down, and this guy came because he had brought his wife in for whatever checkup she had, because it's basically mainly where we were, people who had cancer. And so he just like, you know what, I felt your energy, you know, some said come talk to you. And yeah, he's like, I just see that you have good energy. I feel the energy, so I wanted to come and talk to you while my wife is in there getting checked on. I was like, oh, no problem. I'm like, yeah. He's like, asked me what was the deal, and da-da-da-da. And I was explaining and stuff like that. And then he was telling me about his wife and stuff like that. And it just went on, vice versa. We just conversing back and forth and just saying how, you know, you have to make every day count. Sometimes we take it for granted, thinking that we're going to be here for a lifetime, and that's just not how the world and life is set up. You know, you just never know when your time. You just have to get whatever you need to get in now, because when it's all said and done, it's a wrap. You know, so he ended up pulling out some gift cards and like, hey, you know, here I have gift cards. You know, I'm like, oh, do I know? Oh, he's like, no. He's like, I always have them just to give love back. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful thing for someone to have gift cards and just give to people, just not expecting anything back. Because a lot of times people always expect something in return. If you do something for them, they want to know what you're going to do for them in return. And it shouldn't be like that. If you mean you're going to do something, you should just go and do it regardless, and not worry about the return value, because God already gave you a return. You're here on earth, so you should just be blessed, and you'll be blessed in the long run. So anyways, I picked I have Pina bread, or whatever that place that starts with a P. I can't think of the name. I got that one. And then when my friend finally came out, he was like, hey, he's like, you picked one too. So she was like, what do I, she said, what do I owe you? He's like, no, you don't mean anything. You just probably need to have lunch after you do all your stuff. And so that's what she did. She picked the card. I think she picked BJ's. I do believe she picked BJ's. And they were like $25 gift cards. So it's like $50 gift cards. And he had like a little stack of them. And so anyways, we get that. We go to my car, and we get in the car, and we go around the corner, because that's where the house was. We could have literally just walked, but I took the car just in case we needed it. So we drove around the corner to the apartment. We got the key, checked into the apartment, scouted it out, and they didn't have like wood. They had wood table, wood chair, but the couches and stuff, it was cloth. And I'm like, no, I need some Lysol, something to spray, because you just never know, or whatever. So anyways, we end up going outside. We end up walking to the store. And wait a minute, before that, why did I bring my cozy blanket, a little pillow? I bought a gang of stuff. Like, I was about to sit in this apartment all day waiting on her for her thing. Child, I brought way too much. I'm the one that always normally bring a gang of stuff, but I just thought I was about to relax because I'm tired and got up real early to get her to where she needed, or waiting for her so I can take her to where she had to go. And so, yeah. So anyways, I had a gang of stuff and I didn't get to use any of that. Good thing I did eat my lunch that I brought. But anyways, we actually were walking to a store, just a regular store, to get some Lysol or whatever. But they're like, oh, the 99 Cents is up there. So we walked about a mile and a half, maybe a mile. And we walked and talked, and it was a nice day that day. And she was healthy, healthier than she was, because she's normally a bigger girl. And when I first saw her, she lost a lot of weight. So I wasn't used to that. So, and she looked differently, So, but she wasn't frail, is what I'm saying. So anyways, we walked to the 99 cent store, and we walk around, and going to different 99 cents, you find different things. So she was like, oh. So she was picking up all kind of stuff. She was trying not to pick too much stuff because we had to carry it back because we didn't have my car. So we got the stuff, proceeded to come out, and we walked back, and my husband called me in the midst talking about he need a number, and I'm telling him I'm walking back, I got my bag, I can't get you no number right now, you gonna have to wait. He's like, what? You can just give me the number. I'm like, babe, I cannot. I am walking. I got bags in my hand. I'm barely on the phone with you. I just saw that you called, so I was getting you answering the phone because you called me. So, anyways, let me get some water. Where is? Oh, here it is. I need to get a drink. Yeah. And so we got back to this spot where we were staying. We had like maybe few more hours, maybe 2.5 hours or more, probably less, to go back for her appointment. So we just ate our lunch, watched a little TV, and that time went by so fast. So by the time that time was coming, we end up getting her stuff, getting back in the car, going around the corner back to the hospital. We checked in. They told us go to this section, this room, and then she sat there maybe like 5 minutes, and they called her, and I sat there. I thought it was gonna be like maybe 2 hours, an hour or so, but she was in there maybe like 30-40 minutes at the most. So I was like, oh, that's it? She's like, yeah, that's it. I was like, okay. So we got her stuff and went back to the car, and as I was proceeding to take her home to San Pedro, my husband called. He needed some plumbing stuff from the plumbing store because it was about to get ready to close, and I was closest to it than he was. So ended up going there, but then he was like, oh, I didn't want that, da, 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 whatever. Blah. So anyways, we end up driving to San Pedro where she lives and dropping her off, and her daughter was waiting for her, whatever. And then, yeah, we still kept in touch, you know, and she left her bag with her extra chargers, and she left her Starbucks cup here, and she's trying to get me to get it to her the following day, but I had other stuff. I have house, you know, wife duties and other stuff that I have to do. I just can't stop unless I plan it, you know, unless I just don't have anything else to do. And then my phone went completely bloop. You know, she was down a connector to the phone to charge it, where she could either go get one or somebody could bring it. My phone went haywire for about a month. So I was without a phone a month, which didn't bother me because I don't really use my phone like that. So it didn't bother me that I didn't have a phone. And then eventually my husband was like, okay, you need to go and get a phone. So I went to Samsung because I'm with Verizon. I would never get a Verizon phone ever. And I got my phone from Samsung, an unlocked phone. And anyways, so, you know, she still was doing good or whatever. You know, she was going here, doing this with her daughter and stuff like that. And maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, when I was reconnecting with my friend, which is my sister. She's still my sister, but we didn't talk. We had another issue that I'll have to come back and talk about. But we kind of got that together. And that particular day, they were actually supposed to, all the girls were supposed to meet up for lunch at this place in Torrance to meet up. You know, they do that like maybe once, 2, 3 every month or so. I hadn't done it because, as I said, I hadn't really been talking to a few people or whatever. So I end up gonna go because I wasn't gonna be able to go, but I had some time I can go now because they had changed the date too. And so, and I told her I wasn't going, so she didn't know that I was coming. So my other friend my sister, she told me that she wasn't going. Well, she actually texted me and said, hey, it's canceled. Something was wrong with her leg, and her daughter was not feeling well. So they canceled it. So I end up going over to my sister's house, and we end up, like I said, reconnecting and stuff like that, getting back on track or whatever. And we're talking about the situation and stuff like that. And then maybe a week, she had a doctor appointment on the 30th, which I didn't know, but a week, 4 days before her appointment, she texted me to tell me that she had a lesion on her brain. and that she needed to go for have surgery on the 30th if I could take her, and I couldn't take her because, you know, it was the last minute. So after all that said and done, a few days afterwards, I checked on her, whatever, and she started saying that, you know, she may have to go to the hospice, and, you know, this party may be the last party that she may be able to do and stuff like that. And I was just telling her, I was like, don't think like that. I haven't seen her yet. I'm like, don't think like that. Keep your mind positive, and, you know, do what you can. Just try to do whatever you can, the best you can, you know, because you don't know whatever's going to happen, what God has in store for us, we don't know. But make the days with your daughter count. So, and her daughter was having her graduation party to go to, I think, the 10th grade, if I'm not mistaken. And I was able to go when she asked me when we were going to the doctor the first time. But in the midst of that, my husband's cousin was having a party, which I wasn't thinking it was on the same exact day, but it ended up being on the same day. So me conversing with her about the party, like a couple of days before the party, or day before the party, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to try to make it. And I told my husband, he's like, yeah, you should try to go, you should go. And so Saturday, I got there a little late, but I ended up getting there and seeing my sister and some other few friends that I hadn't seen in a little bit, and she wasn't out there. And I gave her daughter her present. I saw my little other niece, my sister's daughter, and then another friend, her daughter. And we were talking about the Beyonce concert, how it's going, and because we normally go, which I am going. And as we look up, they're bringing her outside, and when I tell you, it was really, really hard for me to, when I saw her, she didn't look the same. She had withered away. She was like this. She was like skeleton. It reminded me so much of my stepmother when she was dying of cancer. When I tell you, cancer is killing people. Oh God, it is. And I was trying to be strong, so I didn't want to cry. I wanted to keep a smile because I didn't want her to be sad, because, you know, her daughter. It was. Oh my God, it was hard. It was hard, but I did it. We took pictures because it may be our last group picture, whatever, and it was a difficult day, and so they ended up putting her back in the van to take her, and I ended up leaving. I was supposed to go to another party, but my heart was so heavy. It was heavy. Oh my God, when I tell you, it was just so heavy. It was just so heavy. It was just really, really heavy. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it was just something that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to see that person. She had aged 20 years older than she actually is. She was frail. She had a bag. I don't know if that was for medicine or for what it was, but it was connected to her. And it was just the saddest thing, because she's not going to see her daughter graduate high school, college. She's not going to be able to be a part of her first love, her marriage, her downs, her ups, her success, her failures. She's not going to be able to be there for that. And I know God has a plan for everything. And then to top it off, when she was a young lady, she was raped and she contracted HIV. And it's like, God, what? I know he doesn't give you all what you can't bear. He gives you only enough. But I'm thinking like, that's like breaking the back, God. You HIV, now stage 4 cancer, just right off the bat. There was no 1, 2, 3. If it was, she didn't know about it. So it was just like, it was just sad. It's just still sad. So I left with a heavy heart. My heart was just heavy. Was still trying to process it. Because time just flies by and life is so short. And we don't have that long. so I came back home, even though there were people here. And I came, and when I came in, there were people all in my living room on the area rug that I just got cleaned. And I snapped, and I know I shouldn't have, but. And then there was a young lady sitting there, I think another cousin, his wife or something, and I didn't know. I thought she was just Pauline. I didn't see her face, but they were like, "Oh, she da da da." I was like, "Oh," and I said something stupid, smart, or whatever, but nothing. It was just that I was just going through this heavy, and that's no excuse to snap at somebody because you're going through something. You should be able to reel it in, but it just caught me off guard because I just got this carpet clean. So I left her alone, but the rest of the people was on my carpet. I was just like, "Oh, you got your shoes on my carpet? I just got clean yesterday." So one of my other cousins came in, which was my husband's cousin. She snapped at me, and and I told her, I was like, "You caught the last end of it." I wasn't talking about her. I was just mainly talking about the people that that was walking on my area rug that I just got clean. When I saw that she was saw her face puffed up and all that, I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I left her alone, but I focused in on those people. She caught me talking, but she didn't catch the whole thing. But that's fine here and there. I didn't take it personal. It was just a lot going on, and we make mistakes, and that's just how it is. I don't hold grudges or nothing. I hope she doesn't hold grudges or whatever. And I apologize to the young lady. Matter of fact, I got her some cortisone for her breakout, and I got her a blanket and stuff, because I didn't want her to feel that I was just like, I don't care about you. It wasn't even like that. It was just like, as I told her, my friend is dying, and it's just that. So when you see people, it was just, oh God, it was just a lot. It was a lot, and so, yeah, I'm still processing this. So we gotta take every day and make it the best day. That's why when I'm with my husband, if we argue or whatever, I don't hold grudges. I don't go to bed mad. I may want to stay mad, but I'm like, it's not worth it. When he leaves out this house, I'm not going to be mad at him. I may want to punch him in the eye and all that, but I love him because he loves me unconditionally. To the moon, to the stars, back and forth and all that. So to say, we just have to forgive God. God forgives us, right? He's not biased at all. He loves us unconditionally no matter what. He forgives us on a daily. And so we have to start learning how to do that as well, because it's imperative that we do. It's like people are in need of love, that laughter, just that human touch. We all need that. We're not too up here to need hugs and love and laughter and all that people have to offer. So I say, guys, we got to take care of each other. Not only you guys, myself. I got to do better myself. Like, I have this tattoo on the back of my neck. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. It's a heart with a dagger going down the middle and blood. That represents Jesus on the cross. He died for the sins of everyone so that we can have a better life. And I think that we're not doing so well at giving him praise and thanks. Some of us are, and some of us just taking it for granted. It's so much negativity in the world, so much killing. Every time I look around, somebody's killing somebody, somebody's beating up somebody, somebody's bullying somebody. It's got to stop. It's like, what? The world gonna come to an end? You guys gotta get it together. We gotta get it together. We gotta do better. We have to do it. Not only that, we have to start taking better care of our bodies, our mind, our soul. Because if we don't do that, once that body is gone, you don't have another chance to do better. So please, I urge you to do better with yourself. I gained a little weight, but I'm trying to get it together, get my brain, get my mind right. I know I can procrastinate. I put stuff off for the following day, what I could do today. And I don't know what it is. Sometimes I don't know if it's a depression on the inside, but I try to fight it each time. I just try to fight it. But sometimes the devil wins. It takes over. And I don't want it to do that. I want to live my best life. And I don't have anything to be depressed about. I have a blessed life. My life is beyond blessed. You know, and then there's another thing, like when I know I'm cutting off section, but I'm just going off what's in my brain, what's on my heart. So I'm just trying to get it out so I don't forget it. So like when you see people, if you're going to get something to eat and they like, oh, you have money or whatever. And I'm like, for me, I don't give money. I'll buy you food. So if you're hungry, I'll get you something to eat. I'll ask you what you want. I won't be like, oh, I'm gonna get you this. No, I'm gonna ask you what you want. So I go in, get myself something, get something. So if you see somebody like that, buy them something. It's not gonna hurt you. Even if you have to size down your food to buy them something. I don't want to see somebody hungry. If I can do something to help somebody, if I'm going into a food place or a grocery store and it can help somebody, I'm going to do it, because that could be me. That could be me on the corner, no food, no nothing, no family, no nothing. And I would hope somebody would help me and do the same for me. So I like to share and spread love. And I'm thinking like maybe when I get higher subscribers on my YouTube channels, and instead of giving 100,000, 100 gifts and do stuff like that, I'm going to do 100 or more gift bags to people that's on the street, like toiletries, sandwiches, different things that you possibly need when you're on the street when you have nowhere to go. I just think we don't do enough of that. We give to other people that have, and I want to be able to help people that don't. You know, one time I got rid of some clothes. I had like 4 bags, and I wanted to take them to Goodwill, but I'm like, oh, Goodwill sells them. I know this. They have their thing on how they do what they do, but I was like, no, I don't want to take. I took some when they had the hurricane in Katrina. I took tons and tons of stuff to Goodwill. I said, but I don't want to do that, and I wanted to find a church, but I couldn't get to see. My heart wasn't leading me to that direction, so it kept telling me to go to the projects. I know these people, they probably have money, but they're in a project. Some people don't. So I remember working at the radio station at KACE, and we used to go to the projects and over in that area and Watts and stuff. So God was leading me that way. So I ended up going that way and finding a side and putting it on the lawn and flagging people over to say, hey, I got women's stuff in there. Some is new, some is not. But help yourself. I don't care what they do afterward. I just want to know that I made a difference in somebody's life, you know. And I think that we should all do that and be a part of something greater than just partying, having a good time, traveling and stuff like that. Because I've been to other places like Guatemala, just Brazil, just a little everywhere. I've been a little everywhere, and the poverty, I said poverty. Did I say it right? If I didn't, forgive me. But the people that have nothing